Whoa. Everyone is shocked by Zoey Klein of TLC. Family members are in tears after a heartbreaking pregnancy revelation. Hi everyone, my name is Elena. Greetings from my channel. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. Because of her appearances on TLC and the way that people have grown to love the Klein family, Zoey Klein's life has always been in the spotlight. Viewers have watched every milestone, every obstacle, and every touching event throughout the years. However, nothing could have been ready. Supporters or the family for the latest disclosure that Zoey made. When Zoey made the shocking and heartbreaking announcement that she was expecting, it left everyone stunned and sparked a flurry of comments that were filled with joy, tears, and an incredible sense of love. Zoey has long been renowned for her fortitude and poise in the face of adversity. In addition to her position on TLC, fans have loved her for the brave and genuine manner she handles her personal life. Viewers have witnessed Zoey over time handle everything from day-to-day difficulties to significant life milestones. She has also maintained a remarkable level of groundedness throughout it all. But this was a different announcement. This update wasn't your typical one. Her family, friends, and fans were all moved by this intensely personal disclosure. The news was unexpected. Zoey's bright presence, dazzling energy, and renewed sense of anticipation hinted at a huge transformation, but even though some close friends had felt something was happening in her life, it was impossible to foresee the announcement's enormity. To make sure that the individuals she loves the most could feel the happiness personally, Zoey decided to share the event with them first. The reactions were instantaneous, powerful, and unforgettable when she eventually said the words. The reaction from her family was really moving. The people who have always supported Zoey were overcome with emotion. As the news's actuality set in, tears were shed uncontrollably. Every family, each member had an own manner of expressing how they felt. Some expressed their love, enthusiasm, and pride with passionate words, while others did so via silent tears. None of them will ever forget the moment that was created by the announcement's obvious emotional impact. It demonstrated how love and support can turn even the most upsetting news into a lovely shared experience, and was a monument to the close-knit tie that characterizes the Klein family. During the reveal, Zoey herself was clearly emotional. She talked candidly about her path up to this point, considering the dreams, anxieties, and hopes that had followed her. She accepted the difficulties she had encountered and the information she had gained, presenting the announcement as a turning point on a journey of personal development and self-discovery rather than just as the news of a pregnancy. Her words struck a deep chord with many around her, demonstrating her sincerity and her capacity to sensitively and clearly convey intense emotions. The pregnancy itself is more than just a personal achievement. It represents continuity, hope, and the possibility of fresh starts. It is a time of celebration for the Klein family, a time to honor the love that unites them and the growth of their family. It also serves as a reminder of life's beauty and fragility, inspiring contemplation on the value of each moment and the necessity of valuing the people we care about. Zoey's declaration has turned into a communal festivity, a focal point of link for all those who have followed her journey and tale. As soon as the news was announced, TLC fans flooded social media with congratulations, love, and encouragement. As viewers commented how moved they were by Zoey's candor and vulnerability, the support was overwhelming. The announcement served as a reminder, according to many, of the value of sharing intimate moments with people who matter, the strength of family, and the joy of a new life. Zoey's candor has not just enhanced her relationship with her current fan base while also attracting new admirers who respect her bravery and sincerity behind the scenes. In every way they can, Zoey's family and friends have come together. Her network of love has been incredible, ranging from emotional support to assistance with preparations. Discussions concerning the necessity of empathy, the value of community, and the potent ways in which shared experiences can bring people together were spurred by the announcement. Many have been impressed by Zoey's willingness to reveal such a personal part of her life, showing that vulnerability can be a strength rather than a weakness. The news of Zoey's pregnancy also made people think about her public persona. Throughout her career, she has managed public criticism, expectations, and scrutiny. She still places a high value on honesty and openness, though. She was well aware of the potential consequences of sharing her news, so she didn't make the decision lightly. Impact her public character as well as her private life. But she decided to be honest because she knew that her experience might speak to people who have gone through similar things or who are just looking for a little hope and connection in a complicated world. After the news was made public, Zoey gave interviews in which she thanked everyone for their love and support. Even though the news was extremely personal, she stressed that telling others about it had made her feel more connected to others and reminded her of the amazing strength of friendship and family. Many fans considered her remarks to be quite moving because they were sincere and emotional, providing insight into her character and displaying a depth of feeling. It was evident that the greater fabric of her relationships, love, and life experiences, which have shaped who she is, was at the center of this moment, not simply the pregnancy itself. Additionally, Zoey's announcement served as a reminder that life is unpredictable. Oftentimes, unexpected moments of happiness and transformation come with them. A mixture of deep feeling, enthusiasm, and uncertainty. Zoey has shown resiliency, bravery, and a readiness to take on life by accepting this uncertainty. Viewers are inspired by her ability to handle difficult situations with poise and candor, emphasizing the value of accepting life's curveballs while staying rooted in love and support. The announcement of the pregnancy also spurred discussions about the family's goals and future plans. Although specifics are kept confidential, it is evident that Zoey and her loved ones are excitedly and eagerly anticipating the next chapter. Regarding possible milestones, festivities, and shared experiences, fans have conjectured. The Klein family's feeling of community is emphasized by all of this. The announcement is now more than just a significant personal achievement. It has developed into a universal story that speaks to everyone who cherishes love, family, and the beauty of life's unfolding moments. Zoey's experience has reaffirmed the notion that vulnerability has the potential to be strong. She has established a profoundly human connection with her family and followers by revealing her feelings, anxieties, and joys. Others have been inspired by this transparency to accept their own feelings, talk about their experiences, and understand the significance of authenticity in a society that frequently prioritizes appearance over content. The strength that results from being truthful, kind, and totally present throughout life's most pivotal times is demonstrated by Zoey's announcement. The responses to Zoey's pregnancy indicate that, emphasized how crucial support networks are. Everyone's reaction, from friends and family to fans, has been extremely positive, proving the importance of community and how love can turn even the most upsetting news into a time of joy. Zoey's experience serves as a reminder that no one has to face life alone and that having kind, understanding people around may make a huge difference during times of transition, uncertainty, and expectation. The announcement's emotional impact has been significant, impacting all those involved in a long-lasting way. 4 years to come, the Klein family will remember that particular event. A turning point that ushers in a new era full of happiness, optimism, and the possibility of development. Fans saw it as a chance to see the beauty of human connection, resiliency, and genuineness in action. Because of Zoey's bravery in telling her tale, others have been moved to honestly embrace their own experiences. Affection and vulnerability. The power of storytelling is also demonstrated by Zoey's pregnancy announcement. By deciding to share her path, she has made it possible for others to feel the highs and lows of her life in a way that is incredibly touching and intimate. In addition to enhancing the connection between Zoey and her audience, this narrative technique highlights how universal human emotion is. Love, joy, surprise, and anticipation are emotions that are not limited to personal experience. Additionally, Zoey's others can relate to these feelings on a very genuine level when there is transparency. In the end, Zoey Klein's devastating pregnancy announcement is more than simply news. It honors life, love, and the enduring ties that bind families together. It is evidence of fortitude, genuineness, and the ability of even the most unexpected events to unite people. The world observes Zoey and her loved ones as they traverse this new chapter with respect, encouragement, and a sense of mutual delight, once again being reminded of the strength of human connection and the unfolding adventure of life is beautiful. Without a question, the news will have a long-lasting impact on Zoey and her family, influencing how they look forward to the future and strengthening the ties that bind them. Innumerable ways, fans continue to show their enthusiasm, join in the happiness, and lend their support. Viewers can now feel as though they are a part of the Klein family's journey because of Zoey's willingness to share such a personal story. This bond is based on sincerity, trust, and mutual emotion is a unique and potent example of how one person's story may affect a large number of people. Anticipation for the new family member's arrival increases over the course of the weeks and months. As a result of the enthusiasm and optimism this announcement has created, discussions about names, nursery designs, and the pleasures of parenthood have already started. With hope, love, and a deep gratitude for the path that brought them to this point, Zoey and her family approach this next chapter. Every advancement is filled with joy, thankfulness, and a feeling of direction. Zoey Klein has demonstrated to the world that the most poignant moments in life are frequently the most significant by highlighting the profound significance of this time in their lives and spreading the news of her pregnancy. Her bravery, openness, and honesty have forged a bond that touches friends, admirers, and the larger community in ways that go well beyond the Klein family. It serves as a reminder that love and connection endure in times of astonishment, difficulty, and intense emotion. Most potent powers in existence. Zoey's announcement will go down in history as a turning point, a tale of happiness, resiliency, and the unbreakable ties that make life genuinely remarkable. Through her journey, Zoey never stops connecting, inspiring, and reminding us all of the beauty found in the unexpected moments of life. Pregnancy Reveal is a celebration of the ability of love, empathy, and shared delight to elevate the ordinary into the extraordinary, in addition to the birth of a child. As family members and admirers alike continue to consider this declaration, one thing is still evident. Zoey Klein has won people over once more, demonstrating that stories that are delivered with passion, honesty, and absolute authenticity have the greatest impact. Lethargy and sadness are common during the chilly winter months, when motivation can wane and energy levels might drop. The colder weather and shorter days of the season may be very taxing on many people's bodies and minds. However, during this yearly battle, Zoey Klein shines as a ray of hope, welcoming the difficulties of winter with an enthralling transformation strategy that has captured the attention of both followers and admirers. This winter, Zoey's path involves more than just following routines and maintaining an active lifestyle. It's about developing resilience, loving oneself, and finding happiness even in the midst of adversity. The concept of balance serves as the foundation for Zoey's winter metamorphosis. She thinks that taking equal care of the mind, body, and spirit is the secret to overcoming the winter blues. Her strategy incorporates aspects of physical health, mental toughness, and emotional stability. It is a comprehensive strategy that promotes people to prioritize their general health and happiness over beauty or weight loss. Transformation is a continuous process of self-discovery, adaptability, and progress, as Zoey's vision illustrates. Physical well-being is a key component of Zoey's winter strategy. A propensity to stay inside during the winter months might result in stagnation and a drop in exercise levels. Zoey fights against this by designing an enjoyable and long-lasting customized exercise program. She keeps her body healthy and energized by combining strength training with cardiovascular exercises. She also stresses the significance of joyful movement. For Zoey, it's not about rigorous routines or painful workouts. It has to do with things that give her a sense of life. This could be a vigorous morning stroll, a dance routine to her favorite tunes, or stress-relieving stretching exercises. Gathered as a result of lower temperatures, nutritional wellness is very important to Zoey. She views food not as a restriction but as a source of nourishment, arranging her meals with care to delight her palate and energize her body. Her diet consists of strong grains, warm soups, and winter veggies, all of which are meant to strengthen her immune system and give her more energy. Additionally, Zoey incorporates mindful eating techniques, pausing to enjoy flavors, recognize textures, and develop a genuine connection with the act of eating. She turns a sometimes disregarded part of daily life into a means of promoting well-being and self-love by viewing meals as a chance for both joy and health at the same time. But Zoey knows that being physically healthy isn't enough to beat the winter blues. Transformation's mental and emotional components are equally important. She integrates introspection and mindfulness into her everyday routine to keep a good outlook. One of her favorite activities is journaling, which enables her to examine ideas and feelings, recognize anxieties, and make plans for the day. Zoey's method also heavily relies on gratitude exercises. She rewires her mind to focus on the good even in the midst of winter's darkness by deliberately recording happy moments, minor victories, and deeds of kindness. Her mental health is further supported by meditation and deep breathing techniques, which lessen stress, improve clarity, and foster resilience and serenity. Additionally, Zoey's winter makeover emphasizes winter is frequently thought of as a time of silence. However, Zoey decides to view it as a chance to experiment with new pastimes and artistic endeavors. She inspires herself and her fans to pursue creative pursuits that bring happiness, whether they be writing, painting, music, or photography. These are not just recreational pursuits. They serve as avenues for personal development, emotional release, and self-discovery. By embracing her artistic side, Zoey promotes the notion that metamorphosis involves more than just physical improvement. It also involves nourishing the spirit and broadening one's perspective. Social support and connection are crucial components of Zoey's metamorphosis. Zoey deliberately looks for methods to keep important interactions going over the sometimes isolating winter months. She places a high value on spending time with her loved ones, whether it be via phone conversations, in-person meetings, or family activities. She also uses social media as a source of motivation and support, establishing connections with groups that emphasize personal development, creativity, and well-being. Her openness about her personal struggles and victories inspires others to embark on their own life-changing adventures. Her experience shows that connection, whether with loved ones, friends, or groups of people who have similar interests, is a potent remedy for loneliness and a vital component of emotional fortitude. Setting goals and practicing self-discipline are also key components of Zoey's transformational strategy this winter. She deliberately plans her days, establishing attainable objectives that range from fitness benchmarks to tasks related to personal growth. She acknowledges that setbacks are normal and that self-compassion is essential, but she strikes a balance between discipline and flexibility. This equilibrium keeps the winter blues from turning into frustration or self-criticism. Zoey sets an example for transformation that is both ambitious and long-lasting by acknowledging her little accomplishments and practicing self-compassion. Optimization of the surroundings is another important component of her winter wellness plan. Zoey understands that her environment can greatly affect productivity and mood. She makes an effort to create a welcoming, cozy, and upbeat environment. Her home environment reflects and supports her transformation goals, from decluttered spaces and inspiring graphics to soft lighting and warm textiles. By intentionally creating her environment, Zoey shows that being healthy involves more than just internal routines. It also involves reshaping the outside world to support energy and positivity. Zoey also believes in the therapeutic value of the outdoors and nature encounters, even during the winter. Despite the harshness of the season, she looks for chances to enjoy the outdoors in a safe manner. Wintertime strolls, snowshoeing, or just going outside to enjoy the fresh air turn into rejuvenating rituals. She highlights how natural light can improve mood and regulate circadian rhythms. Zoey's strategy demonstrates that spending time in nature is not limited to the warmer months but can be modified and relished all year long, offering mental and physical advantages. Essential to Zoey's. Her emphasis on introspection and long-term planning is transformation. Winter offers the perfect setting for reviewing accomplishments and making plans for the future because of its slower tempo and reflective nature. Zoey makes use of this time to consider her accomplishments, draw lessons from setbacks, and adjust her objectives as necessary. This continuous evaluation helps her remain true to her principles and guarantees that change is a significant, long-term development rather than just a passing fad. By expressing these thoughts, she urges her audience to see their travels as ongoing processes as opposed to finished projects. Managing the season is only one aspect of Zoey's transformation efforts. They aim to redefine the meaning of winter. She reframes it as a time of opportunity, growth, and self-care rather than as a time of difficulty or dormancy. Her strategy shows that the winter blues can be overcome by emphasizing the value of flexibility, fortitude, and an optimistic outlook. With self-love, inventiveness, and purpose. Because of Zoey's genuineness and useful tactics, her journey has elicited a warm response from fans and admirers. Many people say that her insights, guidance, and writings inspire them to start their own winter makeovers. Because it is relatable, Zoey's narrative has resonance. She offers practical, approachable solutions while acknowledging the challenges of the season. Her change is evidence of the effectiveness of proactive, holistic approaches to health, demonstrating that warmth, vitality, and happiness can be found even during the harshest months. Along with wellness techniques, Zoey highlights the importance of self-reward and celebration. Acknowledging small victories along the way is essential for motivation in the transformation process. She adds little incentives to her regimen. It may be a creative indulgence, a beloved treat, or a comfortable self-care routine. These festive occasions strengthen her dedication and make the process pleasurable, serving as a reminder to everybody that transformation is as much about having fun as it is about working hard. By fusing exercise, mindful eating, mental clarity, social interaction, creative inquiry, and environmental optimization, Zoey's motivational winter plans convey a larger message that transformation is a complex process needing commitment, ingenuity, and self-compassion. She provides a thorough roadmap for winter success. Her experience serves as a reminder that genuine change is not superficial. It is a comprehensive approach to purposeful life, taking care of oneself and accepting setbacks and victories. Zoey keeps improving her methods throughout the winter while staying adaptable and mindful of her demands. Her experience shows that change is a dynamic, ever-evolving process. It is characterized by tenacity, curiosity, and self-love rather than perfection. She inspires others to face their own seasonal obstacles with bravery and hope by setting an example, emphasizing that the winter blues are a call to explore, develop, and shine rather than an overwhelming obstacle. The best remedies for seasonal difficulties are self-care, creativity, and deliberate living, as demonstrated by Zoey Klein's metamorphosis in the winter. Her ideas serve as an example of how to embrace life, fully nurture one's health, mind, and soul, and discover joy and beauty in every moment rather than restricting oneself or following tight regimens. Her narrative is compelling not only because of her accomplishments but also because of her genuineness, kindness, and unshakable dedication to leading a happy and meaningful life. To sum up, Zoey's motivational transformation plans demonstrate a comprehensive strategy for overcoming the winter blues that combines environmental optimization, creative expression, mental toughness, mindful eating, physical wellness, social interaction, and purposeful goal setting. She shows that instead of being a time for stagnation, winter can be a time for empowerment. Her experience inspires everyone to enjoy the season with enthusiasm, optimism, and a dedication to self-improvement. Zoey has a clear message. Winter may be a season of deep change and enduring inspiration if it is approached with purpose, imagination, and self-love. Jenn Arnold, star of The Little Couple, just gave her daughter Zoey a new update.